The Prime Minister says he is disappointed by the situation coming out of the Ministry of Sport, but he says the criticism of the actions of young cabinet ministers should not be overblown. He says, however, there is no excuse for the use of public funds for private entertainment. Peter Christopher reports.
The report on the Minister of Sport Darrell Smith's trip to Tobago is in his possession, but the Prime Minister said he has not fully reviewed the details of the $91,000 bill. The Prime Minister said, however, he was disappointed by the matter.
I'm very disappointed at what I saw coming out of the Ministry of Sport. I must say, I was disappointed. But I am not overwhelmed by it, because I am leading a young cabinet, and I have a responsibility to ensure that they are guided in the appropriate way. And I think I've been doing that, and maybe not enough guidance would have fallen in the Ministry of Sport, and I would take responsibility for that.
But the Prime Minister urged the public to stay their pitchforks for the time being. Minister Smith and Minister of Tourism Shamfa Kajo have both been chastised for running up bills in the thousands while travelling in an official government capacity. But in the case of Minister Kajo, the Prime Minister said he too could have been guilty of unwittingly running up a bill had he not been warned before heading to Ghana about switching off data roaming in a foreign country.
And she showed me what I had to do once I get out of Trinidad and Tobago to turn off the data roaming. I was going to Ghana for a week, so you could imagine what kind of phone bill you would have been writing about now. And what had to be done, when you get across there, you have to identify the cellular and the data roaming and turn off the data roaming on your phone.
The Prime Minister, however, did not justify Minister Smith's actions, which he described as extravagant, but felt the criticism should not be overdone.
I don't want us to overdo the condemnation of it, because while this is to be condemned, what one thinks is excess. Maybe my lifestyle is different to many other people, but I have made this point at local government, and I make it in the cabinet, and it is this: taxpayers' money is not available to office holders to have a good time. No amount of justification.
Prime Minister Dr. Rowley shrugged off criticism from former Prime Ministers Basdio Pandey and Kamla Persad-Bissessar about the issue, as he asked if the bills incurred by the young ministers compared to money spent on the Piarco Airport project. Peter Christopher, C News.
The Prime Minister's wife, Sharon Rowley, will be part of the delegation travelling to Chile on May 28th. The Public Information and Communications Unit of the Office of the Prime Minister said Mrs. Rowley's name was inadvertently omitted from the list at yesterday's post-cabinet media briefing. Her itinerary includes a meeting with Claudia Pascual Grau, Chilean Minister for Women and Gender Equity. The cost for the Prime Minister and his delegation to travel to Chile on Sunday will be $375,368 on Copa Airlines, and members will be traveling business class. This is substantially less than what would have been paid if the delegation had chosen to fly with American Airlines on first class. That figure was $1,067,256. According to the Prime Minister, the change was made to cut costs. During the visit, Dr. Rowley will meet with the President of Chile, Michelle Bachelet, and it is expected that energy-related matters will feature heavily on the agenda. Government is looking to raise its profile in Chile. At the same time, government is also looking to the Central and other South American markets and CARICOM. So says Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley. He said this is one of the main reasons he's traveling to Chile at the weekend.
More importantly to us here on our balance sheet here on our revenue side, we at one time looked north and northeast for our markets for our major product, natural gas. And as you know, the gas market has changed considerably in recent times and will continue to change. But we still have to hold on to that as our revenue support, and we are looking for markets in new areas, and one of those new areas is the market of Chile.
Dr. Rowley said they are also working on a partial scope agreement to get more of this country's products into the Chilean market.
We have shipped a certain number of cargoes into Chile, and Trinidad and Tobago is raising its profile in the Chilean market as a supplier of energy. And that's one of the main reasons why I'm making this trip, so that our profile in Chile would be raised in the context of those who use our product.